Uh, uh, Come on. No, not Doc Robot. Anything but Doc Robot. Hello, peoples. This is Sonic7832, and welcome back to some more Mega Man 3. In the last episode, we took out the last 5 Robot Masters, and then Mega Man 3 reared its ugly face in the form of Doc Robot. Now, a number of you might be asking, what's a Doc Robot, and why should I care? So Doc Robot is basically a robot that I think was designed by Dr. Wily. To be honest, I don't care about Doc Robot, and playing his missions makes me not even care for him. It makes me despise Doc Robot, because Doc Robot could die in a fire for all I care. So Doc Robot takes the abilities of past Robot Masters and then uses them against Mega Man. So, okay, that's not that bad. Except, you see, Doc Robot doesn't just take any specific Robot Master's weaknesses, like, the game's Robot Master, that would probably be, like, the best, decision, spice things up from a boss rush. No, it takes the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 and takes their abilities. So not only do you have some of the almost overpowered Mega Man weapons to go up against, but you have to learn completely new strategies to take them out, and it's annoying. And this guy could die. Ay, 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 Doc Robot. I'm not even joking. When I was recording footage for this earlier today, I was getting a headache. I was just getting a headache from fighting this guy. Okay, but either way, though, I will help you guys out because I'm feeling nice. So the first Doc Robot stage, what I'm doing right now, I believe this is Needleman? I want to say Needleman. Wait. This is, yeah, Needleman stage. So he first takes on the form of Airman. So Airman is mostly weak to the Sparkman's weapon and Magnet Man's weapon. So use those two weapons to your best of your abilities, and also have E-tanks on standby. Oh, you guys are gonna need some E-tanks. Oh yeah, crap. I'm getting headaches just thinking about Doc Robot. So you see, not only does he take what's it called, the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2's abilities, he also changed up the stage. How, you may ask? He just adds spikes. That's really all he does to change up the stage. And you see, spikes aren't really that bad. But then, when they place some spikes in some really, really cheap moments, not only spikes, they also get rid of some platforms. So normally, whether it be platforms, are now turned to bottomless pits. So you have to utilize rush, and if you're low on rush energy, oh boy, you're not going to go anywhere. You got to die and restart this stage. And plus, Doc Robot, the biggest thing Doc Robot has against him, this guy hurts like a truck. A robot with that size has to hurt like no tomorrow. And oh boy, Doc Robot hurts like no tomorrow. This guy will hit Mega Man for like a third of his health. And especially when you have to go up against him when you have like little to no health and you gotta go through a gauntlet of like the stage itself trying to kill you. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of rage-inducing moments. And you see, I utilize save states for this Let's Play. If I was not going by save states, this Let's Play would have never gotten completed. Because, okay, not only is Doc Robot ridiculously hard, not only does he hit for ridiculous amounts of damage, and not only can the stage be some really big BS, like right over here, I believe they have platforms over here in the first, iteration of the stage. Now suddenly it's just bottomless pits. What happened to the platforms game? Come on, this isn't really that good level design. This is BS level design. And okay, next thing, which is, oh yeah, the next thing, the checkpoints in Doc Robot stages. Oh no, not the checkpoints. Oh. Or actually, no, I shouldn't say the checkpoints. I should say what checkpoints, because there's only 2 checkpoints in Doc Robot stages. There's the beginning of the stage and after the first Robot Master. And also, I guess you could say no, not even the barriers. No. If you die, okay, so for example, in like, the regular Mega Man 3 stages, like, actually regular Mega Man stages in general, whenever you get to like that point in the stage where you're about to fight the Robot Master, where you go through like that little hallway, whenever you die from that Robot Master, you spawn in that hallway. For Doc Robot, beginning of the stage. Yeah, I'm not even joking, it's just beginning of the stage. I should know, I tested that out in one of my playthroughs. No, actually, I tested it out in this recording session, and I was like, I have save states. I save stated right before this. This is BS. This is really, really BS. And plus also they like to throw mini bosses. Actually no, I think this is actually like the only mini boss I've encountered so far. But just Doc Robot in general is like he's cheap. He is ridiculously cheap. Like I was trying to say before, Mega Man 3 has horrible padding issues, and Doc Robot is like is the worst possible example you could get about padding. Like I get it. This is an 8-bit game. This is an NES game. These games are going to be short, but it should not be justified on padding. It should be justified on the not even difficulty. It should just be justified on how fun it is to play the game. Because if the game is fun, it warrants multiple playthroughs. That's why people like playing Mega Man's 1, 2, and like etc. Because those games not only were short, but they were fun. They warranted extra playthroughs. Mega Man 3, most people I know that like this game say that they could agree with me that the Doc Robot sections are terrible. They're stupid. That they always input a password just so they can skip the Doc Robot sections and just move on to Breakman and then the Wily Fortress after Robo Masters. The Doc Robot is like I don't know what was going through Inafune's mind with Doc Robot. This is like the cheapest section I've ever experienced in like a video. Actually, no, okay, it might sound like I'm over exaggerating with this, but to be honest, Doc Robot is stupid. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what that I will stand by my opinion that Doc Robot is a dumb inclusion in this otherwise good game. And yeah, and I goofed on this section. I used an E-Tank when I should have been saving it. So that's 2 E-Tanks, right? No, 3 E-Tanks it looks like. And then, in the end, I end up just jumping over it and juking it out. Nice. So I could have essentially lived, but I really did not want to take the chance. With Doc Robot, you cannot take any chances. Okay, anyway though. So next Robo Master Doc Robot will be absorbing is Crashman. He was weak to the Air Tornado last game, or Airman's weapon. This game he is either weak to Hard Knuckle. Actually, no, Hard Knuckle is actually Crashman's main weakness. Like he also does if you use the top spin, it also does a considerable amount of damage. But the Hard Knuckle is probably like your best bet. But because this guy is jumping everywhere, hitting him with the Hard Knuckle is a challenge in itself. Thankfully though, I managed to get on my first try, and second Neo Man stage is done. Anyway though, moving on, we will be going to the second Shadow Man stage. So I'll be getting to the Robo Masters for there, but just know that I still think Doc Robot is really, really cheap. I don't think I had that much trouble with Shadow Man stage because, to be honest, Shadow Man stage was actually kind of easy first time around. But I have nothing good to say about Doc Robot. There's literally nothing positive I could say about him. Just that it was a horrible idea of how to pad it out. And, I am so glad that they got rid of Doc Robot in, like, later games. He has never returned. I am seriously glad because this was a horrible way to pad out an otherwise good game. Okay, but either way, though, now that I finally got all this Doc Robot outrage out of the way, I can finally talk about one thing I've always wanted to talk about ever since last episode. Keiji Inafune. Inafune, oh you, Inafune. Well, so how last episode I was talking about how Inafune has been getting like really shady business, and this has actually been going on, I believe, since July or August. Like, so, oh, crap, wait, oh no, the jukes, and there, not even jukes, just more like the strats, the Mega Man platforming strats. But anyway, so about Inafune. So Inafune has been getting into some like really, really shady stuff lately. For main fact, like I mentioned about Mighty Number 9, that Inafune, he started a Kickstarter for Mighty Number 9. It got a lot of buzz and it was funded like almost immediately. And Woodman, he's weak to either the Needle Man's weapon or Sir Snake. So go nuts with those 2 weapons. But anyway though, so back to Inafune. So he's been getting into some really shady business, mainly because Mighty Number 9 was a big success. Everyone knows that. That was probably one, like, I guess you could say one like the biggest Kickstarter successes in like recent memories besides Shovel Knight. So everyone backed up Mighty Number 9 and Inafune was essentially swimming in money. But then this guy started doing some really, 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 I guess you could say, stupid stuff. For one thing, he created another Kickstarter for Mighty Number 9. Basically saying, if you want to give me money, which I know you guys do, give me money. So he started another Kickstarter, which, that wasn't that bad because it was for more stretch goals for Mighty Number 9. So that's the second Kickstarter he had. Then he started another. No, that's actually before. Then this guy apparently signed up a Mighty Number 9 movie deal, which I don't even get because right now Mighty Number 9 isn't out. People don't know whether or not the game is going to be good. So far, I hear people that have played the demo saying that Mighty Number 9 is a okay game so far, but they gotta get the rest of the game. So he signed up a movie deal. I think this guy is also going to like merchandising for Mighty Number 9, but why should anyone really even care? The game isn't even out yet, and this guy is like thinking that Mighty Number 9 is gonna be the new Mega Man. And plus, okay, but the worst part. So I believe back in August or whatever, there was another Kickstarter started by Inafune for a spiritual successor to the Mega Man Legends series called Red Ash, which is, I believe, I think it's like a rewording of the Mega Man Legends title in Japan, Redash. But oh crap! Either way, Heatman, he is weak to Shadow Man's weapon, so now you know. But either way, so he started another Kickstarter for Mega Man, for Red Ash, and it wasn't funded. Then this guy goes out and says that this game is fully funded, and essentially everyone that funded the game, or most people that funded the game, backed out of the project. Like they were disgusted by that. They just didn't want to give him his money because he was showing to be really untrustworthy. And now because of that, Inafune's in some serious hot water though, because some people are like not even willing to buy Mighty Number 9 because of that. I don't think people are even like interested in like Red Ash because of also his shadiness. And I want to know how this is going to affect the game sales. Because like if you compare Inafune's the public's opinions of Inafune back in like 2013 when Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter was started, and like now in 2015, it's like night and day. Like everyone was like loving Inafune because like he was creating a quote unquote new Mega Man game. And now because that new Mega Man game has been in development for it's not even been developed, it's been completed since last year. Yeah, it's been completed for a while. Like a long while. Right now the developers are just sitting there twiddling their thumbs trying to find something to do, or I guess you could say working on that Red Ash project, but why should we give him more money for something that we don't even know if it's going to be good or not? Because he hasn't proven himself with Mighty Number 9, and we only got test footage for Red Ash, but even then, it just shows the what was his name? Beck? The main character for Mighty Number 9, Beck. Yeah, I think it's Beck. It just showed Beck running into 3D space, just kicking a cannon. That was it. But we shouldn't it doesn't really give anything off about the game. So Inafune is like he's really really shady right now. It's funny because people regard him as the father of Mega Man. That they say that he's done a lot for the series. When actually, to be honest, this guy hasn't really done a lot for Mega Man. Like all he did was just create the concept of the game, and I think he designed a few Roadmasters, but other than that, that was it. Hell, he didn't even design Mega Man. I think he designed Zero, and even then, Zero was a supporting character. He got a series much later on, but he hasn't really done a lot for the series. Anyway, Doc Robot Azor's Mega Man. His weakness is the magnet thingy. And let's see, wait, does he have another weakness? Let me just pull up the thing chart. Anyway, he's dead. But Mega Man, the Magnet Beam, Magnet Missiles, and Hard Knuckle. So yeah, just so you guys know. But anyway though, so yeah, Inafune, you are in some serious hot water. I hope Mighty Number 9 is a good game. Otherwise, you are utterly boned for the gaming industry. People loved you back in 2013, but now they are starting to get a little suspicious. Not a little, a lot suspicious. So yeah, if Mighty Number 9 is a bad game, ooh, that's no bueno for Inafune. That really is like no bueno for him. And yeah, anyway though, this second part of the third Doc Robot stage, I believe this is Sparkman stage, really isn't that hard to be honest. Like if you just utilize the weapons and have some good jukes, it could be a cakewalk. If you don't, then you're gonna get hit a lot, and you're gonna have. Oh wait, no, wait a minute, no. Forget what I said. Forget what I said. The next boss for the second Doc Robot section for this stage could. I have no words for it. I just have no words for it. It is unbelievably hard. It is unbelievable. And I'll explain what I mean by that when we actually get to the part. But okay, you see what I mean though? When the first trash thing falls, just jump over there and there you go. Yeah, I was explaining last episode. Okay, but either way though, so for this next fight, Doc Robot absorbs probably one of the most annoying Roadmasters in the series, and that is Quickman. Why Quickman? I don't know. But you see, he also gains Quickman's attributes. So this guy is quick. Really, really quick. I don't know how I beat this guy. I have no idea how I beat Doc Robot with Quickman. And don't let him hit you. Do not let Doc Robot himself hit Mega Man. Otherwise, you're going to see that health bar drop. You're going to see it drop like Mega Man in Mega Man 1. It is that bad, but somehow I managed to beat him. And just like that, the third Doc Robot stage is done. Oh, yeah, there's only one more stage to go. In the next episode, we're going to be taking out the last Doc Robot stage and fighting Breakman himself. So, guys, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, do what you want. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, peace out, peoples, and a bear.